explain statements, for example, such as one made by Attorney General Holder just very recently, that it's in fact the American people who seem to want individuals like Khalid Sheikh Mohammed tried in federal court?
Well, I'm not an expert in the politics. I mean, recent events suggest that the American people don't want Khalid Sheikh Mohammed brought into the middle of lower Manhattan with the billion-dollar disruption that would cause and the security risks that would cause and the propaganda platform that would give him. Attorney General Holder wanted that, but I'm not sure that the public is with him on that, and I frankly doubt that many other people are.
Mm-hmm. What about the relationship between suspected terrorists and their lawyers? If these suspected terrorists, in fact, would be tried in federal courts and would be assigned a lawyer the way any criminal is?
For a criminal trial, the suspected terrorist would get a lawyer either way, in domestic trial or in military commissions. The big difference is if the military is holding someone outside the criminal process as an enemy combatant, that person can be interrogated without giving them Miranda warnings. If you want to try to prosecute someone in federal court, you can't do interrogations without Miranda, and if you give Miranda warnings, defendants stop talking.
Is it easier for defendants to manipulate their attorneys if they are, in fact, trained terrorists and they just get a regular?
That could be a concern. There is a case. There is a case in which one convicted terrorist in New York was using his attorney in order to pass messages back to his terrorist organization in Egypt. So that's a problem. There's another case in which another terrorist tried in New York, tried to kill his attorneys. There is a security risk associated with it, but there is no prospect of a defendant being convicted without a lawyer. Whether they are tried in federal court or before military commissions, they will have the right to a lawyer of their choice.
Mm-hmm. Now, one very often hears the argument that, particularly from human rights activists, that the military in fact abused individuals who are suspected terrorists in terms of detaining them in secret overseas prisons and torturing them, and therefore the whole system was in fact an abuse of justice, and federal courts might do a better job at implementing justice.
I think the claims of abuse are wildly exaggerated. First of all, there were a small number of high-value detainees, high-ranking al-Qaeda people with very important intelligence who were held in a secret CIA program in overseas prisons. That had nothing to do with the military. The result of that program is that entire cells of al-Qaeda were disrupted and a large number of plots were foiled, and a large number of people are alive today because we took those tough measures against these very dangerous people. I don't think we have anything to apologize for doing that. With respect to sort of the more ordinary claims of mistreatment here and there at Guantanamo or whatever, I had the privilege of visiting Guantanamo during my government service. I found it to be a first-class prison facility, as indeed Attorney General Holder did when he bothered to go there after they decided to close it. I think the detainees are very well treated, and when there are specific instances of abuse, they're investigated and dealt with appropriately.
Now, the issue that keeps on suggesting itself to me is that we're in fact, in a way, looking at a hybrid where neither criminal law procedures nor any military commission procedures are in place, and who gets arrested and detained, how is sort of up to the circumstances. Can I say anything more specific about that?
Sure. I think the procedures are in place. There is a Military Commissions Act. There are rules under the Act, and there are facilities at Guantanamo Bay for using commissions to try these people. What's not clear is the criteria that the administration are using to decide who will be tried in a domestic Article III court and who will be tried before military commissions.